Hello everybody, how's it going, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. We are in a different mod today. The German Kaiserreich has quite a lot of shit already. The Soviet Union is still here and fat. China is really fat, which is kind of crazy. Saudi Arabia is a controlling freak, and Europe looks like a goddamn mess. The United States, however, not as messy, but apparently Mexico doesn't exist yet, or at all. Welcome to Home by Christmas, everybody, where we already have some fat superpowers who will probably win, but it's just which of them will win. That's the question that we have here today. So I wanted to play this mod and see, with Battle Royale, who comes out as the ultimate victor. So let's get things started. And oh my, that was quite the fucking glitch. It's like, please don't just crash immediately. I've gone through a bunch of mods today, so I went through Fatherland. Fatherland is not compatible with Battle Royale. Torturously, I went to the Equestrian mod, the pony one, and that's also not compatible. It crashes before it even loads to the main menu. So that's a shame. NSEEG still not working, and there's a few others that I've been wanting to do that are still not either updated yet, so they'll work, so they crash because they're not updated, or they just won't work with Battle Royale at all, which is a damn shame because there's a lot that I want to try. The French, intelligently, are going for the Spanish first, probably their best idea, honestly. The Germans going after Belgium and now the Netherlands. Again, smart ideas by them. Before the French can get that land and push up more. The Italians are going after the Swiss, as they normally do. They're not having a great time, though. The Swiss are losing, but defending quite well. So, yeah. Nepal was just annexed, and the British Raj are now at war with Iran. France is now at war with Portugal now that the Spanish are dead, which means that France is going to get more colonial empireliness in Africa, which is good for them, I suppose. I think their smart next move after Portugal would be to wipe out Switzerland if they're still at war with them, or go after just the stupid Italians right away. Now, Serbia's quite a fat little bugger here. I'm hoping they do fairly well. I hope at the very least they're one of the last of the Balkan nations to survive before Germany probably eats them up. Tanatuva, no. Oh well. Sweden is getting eaten by the Germans now. They're also eating up the Norwegians, but that's fine. So is Finland. The Kaiserreich is quite a strong, fat bugger. So we'll see how the Soviets can do against him. Hello, Papa Stalin. How are you doing? He is here and ready. The Chinese are immediately at war with the Japanese in Korea, so that's an interesting one. Don't know how that's going to go in either favor. The Chinese have 57 pardon me, 57 divisions. I'm still sick, if you didn't know, so I apologize for random coughs and stuff. Versus 60, so they're pretty even, actually. We'll see what happens with that war, though. But we have a lot of fat nations, though, which is nice. So we'll see who wins. So the French and the Italians are at war to figure out who the hell's going to fight the Germans for supremacy in the area. Iran is now dead as well. The Turks are eating the Saudis quite alive there. Yeah, the Germans are now at war with the Finns. Yeah, the Turks are really eating alive the Saudis. I expected the Saudis to do a bit better than that, but apparently I was not correct. So Saudi Arabia was just annexed, and now the Turks are on Oman. Oh, man. Oh, Romania, Bulgaria is gone. Romania and Hungary are now going to war. The Serbians are still fighting the Greeks. And it looks like they're starting to get down there into the peninsula. The Greeks are giving a good fight back, though. I'm kind of surprised. I figured they would have crumbled fairly quickly, because the Serbians do have tank divisions where the Greeks really do not. So I know they have some mountain divisions, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult for the Serbs to get down here, but I don't know. I just expected the Serbs to do better, I guess. Oman was annexed by the British Empire. The Turks got nothing out of that. Turks are now at war with Yemen, which is to be expected. The Americas are pretty all over the place. Brazil's been annexing everybody and anybody that they can. Peru and Argentina as well. So that should clean itself up fairly quickly, actually. Wait, who the hell did the British Empire declare war on? Oh, they're at war with Yemen. Okay, whatever. They have a bunch of troops down here, do they? No. No, they don't. They have one guy who's stranded in the middle of Turkey. And now the Turks are at war with the Greeks. Because they want this land here. They want Izmir back. And I don't blame them. I would also want Izmir back if I was the Turks. The Turks are pretty much formed the Ottoman Empire again. Good for them. They're doing good. But now they got to go with the Greeks. They can't actually get to the Greeks' mainland unless they naval invade. Because, yeah, they're cut off. Ooh, the German Kaiserreich is at war with Hungary, who's at war with Romania as well. That's not going to be good for Hungary. They're going to get eaten alive by the Germans. It's not a good play. And now they're at war with Serbia, which means that the Greeks will survive another day until the Turks invade them, because the Greeks will probably... Oh, never mind. I was going to say the Greeks will probably take back this, but they're not going to. The Romanians are also at war with the Serbians, so now the Serbians are fighting on all fronts. They're screwed. Oh, no. Imagine the Germans will probably go to war with the Greeks next. That's my guess, anyway. The French-Italian war is going in the favor of absolutely fucking nobody, which is sad. Kaiserreich declared war on Greece. Yeah, I expected that one. The Turks, though, could get some land here if they're quick. Nope, they're not quick enough. Okay. Sorry. Oh, they are naval invading here, though. Okay. So they are actually trying to naval invade the Peloponnese, which is the smartest idea, probably, they could do. They could also naval invade Crete, which would probably be a smart idea to take that in their favor. Well, the Soviets are going against Afghanistan. Okay, Stalin. Don't fuck this one up. Greece is gone. Kaiserreich is declaring war on Turkey, actually. Oh, really? Really? I expected the Romanians to do that. The Germans... Okay, so they do have some land. They have Izmir. They have to naval invade that quickly, though. Yeah, there they go. I was going to say, they have to really quickly get in there. Because if they don't, the Turks are just going to take it. They might still, but we'll see what happens. Depends on how many Germans can get in there and what they can really do. There's no joint land here, so I don't know why they would bother. Whatever. The Romanians could take a lot of land out of this one, if they can get past Istanbul quickly. But that's the thing, is that's such a bottleneck area. Turkey has such an easy defense there, but not in this area, not with the Germans on the push. The Germans are fucking ruthless. Absolutely ruthless. So are the Japanese, though, and so are the Soviets. Afghanistan is just destroyed. And Japan is pushing out of Korea and is navally invaded just outside of Nanjing. So that's not good if they lose Nanjing. I love how communist China still exists, just inside of China. They're just kind of there. I wonder if the Chinese get weak enough, if they'll actually declare war or not. I'm curious to see if they do that or not. That'd be very interesting. The Germans have taken Ankara, and they moved their capital to Baghdad. If they're smart, they try to create a defensive line here, but... Ooh! The Soviets on the British Raj. The British Raj don't have a lot of units, actually. Kind of surprised. I mean, they don't have a huge amount of factories, but... You know, they have enough, right? How's this war even going? What a pointless war this is. Nobody's getting anywhere. Wow, the French have a fuck ton of manpower. Holy good God. How do they have that much manpower? Jesus. France, where did you get all that? Good Lord. Oh, there's some colonial fighting going on in Tripoli. So the Italians are starting to lose their colonial holdings to the French. If they lose all that colonial holdings, that's not good. Ethiopia, you still exist. Go to war with Italy. It'd be funny. Excuse me. My goodness. Yeah, the Italians are definitely losing on the African continent right now. They've lost Tripoli. They're going to lose a lot of these units in here that have been surrounded. Yeah, they just lost those. These guys here will soon be lost. So, yeah, the Italians are doing very poorly in the colonies, but they're doing okay on the homeland. They're actually very close to Marseille here. Well, Turkey was just annexed by the Kaiser. And Romania's at war with the Germans. I saw that coming. They're going to want to clean that up. That's an ugly border they've got going on there. May as well clean it up. My question is who do they go to war against next? They've got Italy. They've got France. They could go to war with the Brits. Could go to war with the Soviets. That's pretty much their options at this point. Apparently everybody just wants to kill off Peru now. Well, Peru is already not looking very healthy from attacks from the States. The Romanians are about to collapse entirely. They only hold Istanbul now, really. They have a little bit of areas and stuff around, but what they actually hold is Istanbul. The Germans are ruthless in this one, very ruthless. They do have a lot of units, though. They do have a crap ton of units. They declared war on the Soviets. Oh, so the Soviets are about to get chomped down. That's not good. That's actually quite bad. The Soviets are easily defeated. The Chinese are the only ones to stand up to them, or the Japanese, I should say. Which means the Germans could easily get another win here. This might be a fast win for the Germans, depending on what happens. Hello, Britannia. You only have 98 divisions, really. I'm surprised Britain doesn't have more than that. They have a lot of exiled divisions here because of this mod. Same with the United States. Because this mod is home by Christmas, so this front's stalemated here. You are instantly at war with the Germans, and the Allies have formed. So the British have almost all their troops just here in France. Yeah, 80 divisions. The U.S. has 42 of their 141. Wow, that's pretty shitty. It looks like, yeah, even down here the U.S. have a bunch of units. In Italy, they have 45 divisions in Italy and 60 divisions in France. Jesus Christ, why? What a poor decision. Good God. This fighting here, this is fairly even. Troop-wise, 56, 93, so yeah, pretty much the same. So 93 and 93 on the dot. Wow. Okay. All right. France has more factories, that's for sure, and a hell of a lot more manpower. But I think they're actually taking more casualties. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Holy shit, yes. Wow. So France has taken 1.7 million casualties. The Italians, on the other hand, have only taken 137,000, which is sad. That's too many casualties for you, France. Too many. And the Soviets are not looking very healthy right now. Where did they move their capital to? Did they go to Vladivostok? Really? Like, oh, they did. That's so far. That's so far away. So very far away. British Raj is still hanging on against the Soviets. So I think the Soviets have... they're still there. They are still there. But they've pulled a lot of units out. If they were smart, they just leave these units here to rot. And then go after New Delhi. Just look for a quick capitulation of the Raj. And then reroute everything to the German front. Because the Germans are going to take everything from you. They're walking across through frontier right now. Which is just not good. It's not good at all. Oh, man. So Kaiser Wilhelm III, non-DLC version of Kaiser Wilhelm III, is doing very well for himself, honestly. Have the Japanese taken Nanjing? No, they actually haven't yet. They've pushed in, but they haven't taken Nanjing. The problem with the Japanese and the Chinese is look at this front. Like, it's so disorganized. Such a disorganized front here. Like, oh my god. They're about to link up these two fronts, though. The Japanese have taken all of Manchuria and now are pushing south, so the Chinese really don't have much of a chance anymore, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is, you know. Oh, the Soviets took Delhi and the British Raj have moved to Bangkok. And the thing is they won't surrender until Bangkok falls, so yeah. The Soviets, however, could fall at any time. They're 90%, pardon me, 90%, 91% now towards capitulation. They're losing everything. I don't think they'll last to Vladivostok, honestly. I don't really think they will. There's a lot of cities and stuff between there and Vladivostok and there. And the Germans take Delhi. I mean, that's a lot of victory points just there and then now. Yeah. I think they'll surrender before too long. The Italians have started to push into France. They've taken Marseille. They're pushing into the French frontier now, very slowly. They're outside of Dijon now, and Lyon, and Vichy, I should say, and Lyon as well, actually. The French are now just lost Lyon. So that's gone. They were fighting along this river, but the Italians pushed past it. So the Italians are actually, there's 140 fucking divisions for the Brits in here. Where did they get more troops on that line? How did that even happen? How the fuck does the British Empire suck so much? How do they only have 98 divisions when there's 140 fucking assholes? What the fuck did I just see? What's going on? The Soviet Union's dead. This mod is 140 divisions. They only have 98. I don't fucking understand what's going on with this mod. I'm so fucking confused. I don't get it. The Germans are at war with the British Raj now, which makes a lot of sense. Kill the British Raj, for God's sakes. Look at this disgusting borderborn. Oh, it's so gross. It's so freaking gross, man. It's so gross. But yes, the Italians, for some actual interesting stuff, have actually moved into France. I'm surprised. They're not at war with the Brits, so they're not going to just kill off all these British units, as funny as that would be. They're just going to leave them there. They could go to war with the Americans or the Brits at any time, though, so that would be pretty funny, just to watch the Britain lose all those units sitting in France. But it's not going to happen. I feel bad for France, though. It was a hard-fought fight. I think they were the ones to declare war on the Italians, too. So it's interesting. It was a hard-fought, fair fight. The French could still technically come back and push the Italians back. It's totally possible, unless the Germans intervene after the Raj falls. It's hard to say where they'll go, because they could go after China, which is weaker now, or they could go after the Japanese. But it's hard to say which route they'll take, but we will see. It looks like it's kind of staticked again, or stalemated again. Because they can't seem to push past Lyon on the middle, and they can't seem to push in and out of Nancy on the north flank, and they can't seem to get past Montpellier, or Montpellier, however you pronounce it, in the south. So it looks like the French have stalemated them again, for the most part. There's little pushes here and there, but they seem to get pushed back in, and yeah, it doesn't seem very consistent. So it's stalemated once again. The Germans, however, have not stalemated. They have just annihilated them. The Chinese are still valiantly attempting to defend their country. They've lost Nanjing, and they've retreated inland to Chongqing. So God love them. They're trying their best here, but they're failing on pretty much every front now against them. Such a shame. Such a shame. Oh, this Chinese unit has Shanghai. How the hell did they get Shanghai back? The Japanese unit, just walk into Shanghai and then he'll die of attrition. What are you doing? Why would you just fight him? Take Shanghai. He can't retreat. Then you have him by the balls. He's dead. So he's just gonna retreat now. He's gonna run into Shanghai, and then he's gonna either get killed or run away. I don't know which one happened. I think he died. Rest in peace, I think? Question mark? They still can't take Nancy, Montpellier. They're still holding on to Lyon, though. The fighting has become less intense on the border. A lot less intense. I think the Italians are waiting for more equipment. Because they seem to be losing to less equipped French divisions. The French do have tanks, though, to be fair. I don't think the Italians actually have any tanks. They have some cavalry and mountain divisions, but they don't have any tanks. So that's a bit of a disadvantage. The French do have a few. It's not many. Like, there's one light tank unit there. I think that's it. No, 2 light tank units. I see. Yeah, 2 light tank divisions. Excuse me, my goodness. But the Italians will have the upper hand, though, still for the most part. That's a very interesting war. Because, like, it could still go either way. The Italians have the upper push right now, but it could still go either way unless the Germans get involved. If the Germans get involved, well, whoever they declare war on is dead. They're going to be the ultimate loser there. But again, that's if. The British Raj will fall here very shortly. The Germans are just about to Bangkok now. Yeah, the French and the Italians are about equal on capitulation, although the French have lost so many more men. Like, so many more men. It's ridiculous. The British Raj are putting up their last bits of resistance against the Germans before they lose Bangkok. They just lost Bangkok. Rest in peace. German Reich. Oh, on China! So they did decide to stay in Asia and declare war on the Chinese on behalf of the Japanese. Oh boy. That's not going to be good. Argentina declared war on Liberia. Brazil was annexed by... Oh, shit. Okay. The U.S. has declared war on Canada. That sucks for Canada. And they're... like, what? 20 divisions? 13 divisions? America might have a lot of its divisions overseas, but it's still a powerful friggin' country. You can't defeat it with that little. They're going to take Ottawa right away. There's nobody even defending the Canadian capital. I love it that the Americans don't even care. They're just walking by it. They're like, oh yeah, we want to go for Toronto. It's better. Even though Ottawa's probably worth more victory points. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So is Montreal, which makes no sense. Toronto's a bigger city. Hoy Ford developers. It should be the other way around. Montreal should be worth the 10. Toronto should be worth the 20. That makes absolutely no fucking sense. What's Halifax worth? 3. Hooray! That's where I'm from. Where I'm living now is, well, west. We're worth 15. Okay. Declare war on Japan because China is dead. The Japanese have some ugly-ass borders, but they'll actually put up a little bit of a fight. Maybe. I wonder, though, if the German Kaiserreich can naval invade the archipelago. Because if they can't naval invade, they'll never actually beat the Japanese. And the Japanese have a very, very strong navy. Stronger than... Oh, God, yeah. Way stronger than the German Kaiserreich's navy. So, a naval invasion's near impossible for the Kaiserreich to do. Right? But I'm pretty sure we can call it for the Kaiserreich at this point. Because the Japanese are not going to resist. They have 54 divisions. Yeah. Not even 90 anymore. The Italians are now starting to blitz that line. They have 155, but the thing is the Germans, even on the low end, have 366. So, yeah, I don't think the Italians are going to win that war, but they did take Nancy. I do want to see the Italians win against France, because the French are starting to collapse now. Their units, they're running out of units. A lot of their units have died, because they had 93 divisions, and now they don't. They have 87, so they're dropping down. They are dropping down. Are they counting 62 and 72, or 60 and 72 into the British divisions of 140? Is that what they're doing? That is very incorrect. But I understand, at least. 62... No, 140 is not 72 and 60, though. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh, wait, never mind. There's 8 other divisions down in Nancy. That's probably where they're getting that number from. Okay. That's still dumb. But sure. Now it's American divisions. Now they don't know. Now there's 132 of them, but now their intelligence ain't so good. God's sakes. Oh man. Yeah, the Italians are pushing pretty steadily towards Paris now. I don't think there's going to be much in the way of resistance anymore. I think the French are done. I think they've exhausted their everything. I just don't think they can do it anymore. Rest in peace, France. That was a good war. The French and the Italians. It's a very good war. It still is. The French are still trying their hardest, and they're still winning in pockets. Small pockets, but pockets. Ooh, a couple of the French divisions just got surrounded there. That's not good. They have no port. How are they not taking attrition? There's nothing there. Oh, they are now. Okay. I'm like, how are they not just dead? Has Paris fallen yet? No. Very, very close. Oh, no, it has. Paris has fallen. Where did they move to? Bordeaux? No, Madrid. Really? Madrid? Seriously? That's where you go? That's where you decide to hide out at? How are the Japanese doing? Very, very poorly. Okay. Good to know. Same with the Canadians. They're also doing quite poorly, although they hang on to Vancouver somehow. How, I don't know. But they still have it. There's a cavalry division defending it to the north, but the Americans are literally about to walk into it. And there goes Canada. Oh. Cuba usually takes Haida Gwaii. I'm surprised they took... What the fuck? Northwestern Canada? Alright. They're going to get navally invaded by the States here in the very near future. Oh. France is being pushed back to the northern beaches of the English Channel now. Their other army is being pushed near Bordeaux, which is one of their major cities, by the way. Barcelona has been taken by the Italians. So that's not great. There's so few French. There's 8 in Calais, and they have no port, so they're going to die. It looks like the Italians are attempting to take Cherbourg, so they have no port here to get out either. And they've successfully done it, although they do have a city that will supply them for a bit. And then, of course, they're pushing them out into Brest and Lorient in Brittany. Oh, boy. Rest in peace, France. Not much they can do about it now. Well, they could take that port back and try to retreat, though. They could try. They're so dead. Look at all this Italian victory. Look at this. This is insane. Oh, and they're surrounded in that city. Oh, they just all died. That is so many French units gone. That's a huge chunk of their military just killed in the north of France. No Dunkirk invasion this time, unfortunately. It's a damn shame. Mostly because they weren't at Dunkirk. They were in Cherbourg. And what is this? Just part of Normandy? There's a town there, but it doesn't say what it is. I don't know. Who cares, really? The French are dead. Who really cares? I'm going to die if the French move their capital. Well, they could move it one more time. Into Africa. I'm going to be pissed the fuck off. Like, are you kidding me? Really? They'll probably move it from Madrid to Lisbon, and that'll be their final move. That's my guess. They could move it to Seville. Or Granada coast here. It's hard to say. Oh, they declared war on Communist China. No, Communist China. Oh no, defend your borders valiantly. Mao. You tried so hard, Mao. But in the end, it didn't even matter. Because the Germans killed you. Oh, Madrid's been lost. Yep, so they did move to Lisbon. And that will most likely be their final capital. So a lot of victory points to lose on the Iberian Peninsula. Lots of little towns. So yeah, it'll probably be their last move. They just don't have the military to keep this up. Which is a darn shame. Because it was a pretty fascinating war for quite a while. I'm just waiting for them to give up. Such a shame. Is Mao dead? Oh, they declared war on France. Kaiserreich. Yeah, there's Indochina, France there. That they'll take out. I don't think the French have any troops in there, do they? No. No, they do not. I want it on Italy. Thank you. I wonder if anybody's going to try and navally invade here. I'm surprised the South Africans just straight up haven't. Well, they declared war on Britain, but not France. Okay. Same with the Ethiopians. I'm surprised they haven't declared war on somebody like France. You know. Are they at war? No. Ethiopians aren't even at fucking war. Oh, they've lost Lisbon. Where did they move their capital to? Really? Tunis? Fucking seriously? Is that really your last stand? Oh no. Yep, they just capitulated. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. France was annexed. The Kaiserreich actually took 7 states. Ooh, oh, right. Britain has all those fucking units here. Oh, shit, they've navally invaded there too. Oh my god, Britain. Jesus Christ. What are you doing there, bud? Damn. Who did the Kaisers go to war with then? Not the Italians. Is it just the Japanese they're still at war with? They haven't bothered to go to war with anybody else? Oh, alright. So they're at war with the Japanese, who are trying to naval invade them. The Italians are fighting the Brits, who are, funnily enough, at Dunkirk. Ha 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 ha. How funny. The Italians have a lot of divisions there, but the British are pretty tough. I don't know how that's going to really go down. Ooh, the Brits have landed a lot of troops there, but they're very weak. Very unorganized troops. But I'm going to call this for the Kaiserreich. There's no way they're going to lose this. Because even their, 176 divisions for Italy. The Kaiserreich has 365. There's no way the Kaisers are going to lose. They've bowled everybody over. The Republican Italians would try, but they would ultimately completely fail. So I'm going to call this for the German Kaiserreich, mostly because I'm sick. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Again, remember, leave a vote down below. BC, which is my new province for all nations independent, or Nova Scotia, my home province that I was born in. And I moved to BC from Nova Scotia. So Nova Scotia, my home province, or BC, my new province. Who should I play as in All Nations Independent? Our goal is going to be to take over North America. It's going to be kind of a side series that I'll pick at once in a while, and we'll see how it goes. But let me know. This will be the last one to vote. Tomorrow will probably be the video of whoever wins. So let me know, and I will see you all next time. Peace.